broadcast wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for opening night of Lumberjack Girls Basketball, as they will be hosting the Wallace Miners tonight. The JV game currently underway, and the JV girls trail 22-7 to Wallace here in the midway through the third period of play, as they are getting their feet wet. Young JV squad. They have all freshmen except for 3 sophomores on the JV roster this year. So a good young group of girls to get ready for varsity action. Some of them might have to get ready to play quickly, though, because of the fact that there is 4 seniors on this year's varsity roster. So there's going to be spots opening up, and there's going to be shoes to fill going into next year as well. But, hey, this is only the beginning of this season, so we're not going to really worry about next year right now. We're just going to watch and see how this young JV team improves over the year and see what they are going to look like. As for the varsity girls, well, they've got a couple of seniors, and I think it's everybody else is sophomores. No, there's 1 junior on the varsity roster. So you got 4 seniors, 4 sophomores, and 1 junior that make up the varsity roster for the Lumberjack girls. So that's just a quick opening to our contest here tonight. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off after a word from our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1978, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees.
Served from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes. And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for opening night for your Lumberjack girls basketball season. As Lumberjack girls hosting the Wallace Miners JV game, currently just about ready to finish up the third period. Been a rough third period for the Lumberjack JV girls as they finished the first half with 7 points. They have not been able to get one to drop through here in the third period of play. They trail 27-6 to Wallace. Taking a look at our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off, and just as I say that, the Lumberjacks put one in the bucket, making the score 26-9 for the Wallace JV being up. Taking a quick look at the Central Idaho League for 3A this year. Of course, as you all know, the classification changes has made the Lumberjacks now a 3A school. All of the 2A is now 3A, so that is, everybody should hopefully kind of understand that and realize the shift that they did in at the end of last year. But taking a look at the Grangeville Bulldogs, I'm sure they come in this year as the league favorite once again. They have a very strong basketball program up there in Grangeville. They had a 22-4 season last year. They were 8-0 in league play. They were the district champions. They went on to the state tournament, and after such a solid year, I'm sure they were disappointed to go 2-0 in the state tournament last year. They did not win a single game at state, which surprised me and surprised probably a lot of other people, as Grangeville is a very solid squad. And I think the league's going to have to really look out for them this year just due to that fact alone, as they're going to be even more hungry than normal for not only that league title, but to get back to that state tournament and prove that last year was a fluke. So going to have to watch out for the Bulldogs this year, as we do every year. They lost only one senior last year as well. That was Maddie Thacker, graduated off their roster, but she was one of the solid players for that team, but they have plenty of girls, plenty of talent to come in her spot. They are opening up on the 20th. They will be hosting McCall Donnelly in their first action, a 4A school. The Kellogg Wildcats last year, they went 15-11, 6-2 in league play. They were the league runner-up, and they lost in a play-in game, 72-41 to Melba last year. So they just missed out on an opportunity to make it to state. They got a really tough draw, because if I remember right, Melba was the team that everybody expected to be like right into that state tournament as far as the girls are concerned, and Melba ended up in that play-in game. So it couldn't have been a tougher draw for Kellogg in the play-in game to have to play the Mustangs. I don't remember where Melba finished up in the state tournament. They will be opening with their Silver Valley tournament on the 22nd up in Kellogg. They had 5 seniors that they lost to graduation last year. The Orofino Maniacs, they finished last year with a 5-14 record. They were 2-6 in league play. They lost 3 seniors to graduation last year, and they will be opening up versus Prairie tonight. They'll be hosting the Prairie Pirates in their first action of the season. The Priest River Spartans finished last year with an 11-9 record. They were 3-5 in league play. They graduated 5 seniors off their roster. They actually already played. They opened up last night. They played, I believe it was at Kootenai, and they beat the Kootenai Warriors by a score of 69-16 last night. The Lumberjacks, of course, last year, rough season for them, 3-17 on the year, 1-7 in league play. The Lumberjacks had 3 seniors that they lost to graduation last year. And they have a new head coach at the helm as well, head coach and assistant coach. And they are hosting Wallace tonight. The head coach for the varsity girls this year is Tammy Hodall, and the JV coach is Michael Smith. So that's a look at last year's standings. I'm kind of just placing those teams. That's kind of where I figured everybody's going to shake out in the preseason power rankings. I don't think they've actually come out yet. But I say Grangeville's going to be at the top of that list, and then we just got to see where the chips fall everywhere else. We're going to take a break, come back with more of the Paulat's #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off after a word from our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors. Your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way, you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, hit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and seal coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need disc soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for opening night for the Lumberjack girls basketball program. JV girls currently underway. They are in the fourth period of play with 5:40 and counting to go. The Wallace Miners are up 28-12 over the Lumberjack JV girls. And right now we would typically do, later in the season obviously, do our power rankings and our coaches polls and all that, but I think it's a little bit too early for that still. None of that is out just yet. So we are going to take a quick look at the schedules for both boys and girls basketball, at least the early parts of them. And since we are already starting on the girls' season, we'll take a look at their early schedule. And got quite a few girls' games on tap for you here early in the early goings of the year. Tonight, as we know, the Lumberjack girls have Wallace here in St. Mary's. And then on the 26th of November, they will be playing Potlatch here in St. Mary's. After that, you have your turkey break, so there will be no games until we hit December. And then the Lumberjack girls will be at Wallace on Tuesday, December the 3rd. And that game we probably won't be broadcasting because the boys will be opening their season at home against Timberlake. So we'll probably be doing that one. And then after that, the girls will be hosting Genesis Prep on December the 5th. And then on December the 7th, the girls will be at Kellogg. We will be headed over to Kellogg for that game. Then St. Mary's at hosts Orofino on the 12th of December. And then both teams, boys and girls, host Grangeville on December the 14th. So that's the first, that's November and December schedule for your girls basketball program. Looking at the boys, like I said, they open up against Timberlake on the 3rd here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Then they will be hosting Potlatch on December the 4th here in St. Mary's. The 6th and 7th of December, the boys will be down in Lewiston for a Lewiston Showcase tournament. They're going to be playing against some pretty tough teams. I think I heard it was Walla Walla and Moscow, I do believe. Maybe Lewiston, because, I mean, it's the Lewiston Showcase, so I can't imagine that Lewiston wouldn't be in that as well. But we'll have to see that bracket later on, see how things are going with that. After that, the boys will be hosting Bonners Ferry on the 10th of December. And then, like I said, on the 14th of December, we got boys and girls hosting Grangeville. And then on the 19th of December, the boys will be hosting Orofino. So the boys get a few warm-up games, so to speak, early in the season, but they get right into league matchups 7 days, not even 7 games in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in, the Lumberjacks will already be into league play. Last year, the boys started off a little slow. They were 0-4 at the early part of the season. So, yeah, they were going to want to get tuned up and in sync and ready to go because they've got a league game fairly early on in their matchups, as the girls do too, honestly. So, like I said, the girls have 4 games. Then they will be at Kellogg for a for a league game, and then, like I said, hosting Orofino and Grangeville. So they've got 3 league games in a row, 4 league games in a row actually, because that stretch is Kellogg, Orofino, Grangeville, and Orofino again. So the girls are going to have a tough stretch as well. But that's a quick look at the early schedules for boys and girls basketball for this season. We will take a break and a word from our Lumberjack sports sponsors, and we'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as your Lumberjacks get set to take on the Wallace Miners out of course, the Silver Valley. Minute 44 to go in the JV game. JV girls trail 38-12 to the Wallace JV. Like I mentioned in the early openings of this, it's a very young. I didn't grab a roster for Wallace to see the age of their JV players because I'd like to see if there is a few-year advantage between some of them. I mean, for the difference in skill levels and stuff, because we have a majority of freshmen on our JV roster, which is a good thing, with 3 sophomores. And sometimes you'll see some of these JV teams have just a couple of freshmen and more sophomores, you know. So it's just, I'm curious to know the balance between these two teams. The JV girls, though, have been pretty good defensively. The area that it looks like they've struggled on the most so far this evening has been the offensive side of the ball. So that's going to be fun to watch them develop and see how they improve as the season goes on with the offensive side of things. They've had some pretty good defensive sets, some steals and stuff like that. So it's going to be curious and interesting to watch them develop as it goes on as this JV matchup winds down. Taking a look at the Lumberjack sports update, we have boys basketball, of course, is underway. They started last Friday, was their first tryout. Saturday and Friday they had tryouts, and then this week is their first couple of days of their practices. And their first action that they will see, I think it is next Monday. They're going to be going to a jamboree over in Sandpoint. I think I heard it was Clark Fork and Sandpoint was going to be in that jamboree. And Sandpoint is going to be a team that St. Mary's plays this year, so they're going to get a little early action, early look at the Sandpoint Bulldogs in that jamboree. JV game comes to an end. JV girls fall 43-12 to the visiting Wallace Miners. As for wrestling, I don't think wrestling practice has actually started yet. If I remember, I think it starts fairly soon, though. But they do have a event coming up on December the 7th, the Van Tunistra Duel for the wrestling action. That's what I've seen as their first action of the year for Lumberjack wrestling. Some other area high school action, the Lakeside Knights, well, their boys finished with a 17-4 record last year. They were 4-0 in league play, and they were the state runner-up. They lost to Lapway at the state championship game last year. They're going to be opening a home versus Wallace on December the 2nd. They lost 3/4 of their team to graduation. I think they have like 3 returning players off their varsity team. The Lakeside girls, they went 9-10 last year. They were 3-1 in league play. They lost in a play-in game last year. They will be opening up at Clarkport. They are playing tonight. They graduated 4 seniors off of their roster. Over to the Kootenai Warriors side of things. Their boys program last year had a rough year, 3-15 overall, 1-3 in league play. They lost 1 senior to graduation. And if I wrote it down right and read that right, they'll be hosting Timberline JV on December the 5th. The girls for Kootenai last year, they did not have a basketball program for girls, but they do this year. Like I said, they played their first game the other night. They actually took on Lumberjack League rival, league foe, Priest River, and lost that game 69-16 to Priest River. So that's a look around the area in high school sports, the Lumberjack update, as well as Lakeside and Kootenai. We'll take another break as the Lumberjack varsity girls out warming up. We've got Lumberjack basketball coming your way with the girls hosting the Wallace Miners here on 1240 KOFE here at the Lumberjack Gymnasium. We'll be back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off after this.
Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fall is coming, and of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have four-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. We are 14.5 minutes away from the opening tip of Lumberjack girls basketball, hosting the Wallace Miners out of the Silver Valley. We've got the Lumberjack girls warming up there on the far end of the floor. Wallace here underneath me as I sit up in the weight room here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. And it's going to be an interesting, not interesting, I guess to say, but to see what the Lumberjacks look like tonight. So Lumberjack girls, they've had a tough run the last 5 seasons. They do hope to get things going the right way this year. The Jacks' record of the last 5 years is 28-68. So 28 wins to 68 losses in the last 5 years. New head coach Tammy Holdall wants that to change. The Jacks, they are on a 5-game losing streak going back to last season. Their last win came against the Orofino Maniacs by a score of 44-37. That was back on January 25th of 2024. St. Mary's lost 3 of their seniors last year, pretty good basketball players. Sammy Sint, who graduated, Jacqueline Linnemeyer, and Taylor Jansen, who all graduated. Taking a look at their numbers, out of the 3 graduates, I think it was Sammy Sint was the leading scorer out of those 3. She averaged 6 points per game. She shot about 25% from the field, and averaged 7 rebounds per game. Taylor Jansen was that second leading scorer out of the seniors. She averaged 5 points per game, shot around 23% from the field, and 21% from three-point range, and she averaged 83% from the free throw line. Jacqueline Linnemeyer, the other senior, she averaged just 2 points per game, shot 20% from the field, and 22% from downtown, 50% from the free throw line. A couple of other players that are missing off the hardwood this year, and we hope to see them come back and play, hopefully next year, but a couple of freshmen from last year that really stood out, really good athletes, played really good basketball, got a lot of varsity playing time, as Maya Year Out and Raven Year Out, the twin sisters, they are not playing this year at this point in time, but hopefully we'll see them come out next year for some Lumberjack basketball action. Raven was averaging 6 points per game last year as a freshman. She actually had the best shooting percentage of the team, 32% from the field. So going to be what could have been a key piece or an integral piece to some good success for the girls, missing out of the rotation this year. But hey, that's what you got the next man up, and you got the other girls that have got to step up and play, right? In any case, so those are the ones that are missing this year, the ones looking to step up that we need to see hopefully some good leadership out of, and just some good overall play. Is the leading scorer from last year is a senior this year, Brenna Elliott. She averaged 8 points per game last season. She was shooting around 23% from the field. The next senior on the list for this year is Danica Sloper. She averaged 4 points per game last year. Then you've got Avery Baird, who comes in as a senior. She averaged 3 points per game last season. And the other senior is Maddie Thomas. And actually, Maddie either didn't play last year, or she was JV, or maybe she didn't play basketball last year. I can't quite remember. It's been a little bit of time between then and there. So she has no varsity stats from last year. So we'll see what Maddie can add to the rotation this year. I actually think that Maddie might have been recovering from a knee injury last year, so she wasn't able to play. Anyways, that's a quick look out of last year and what we've got coming up this year. We've got 10 minutes until the opening tip. Let's take a break, come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off after a word from our sponsors.
Can you hear me now? For people suffering from hearing loss, there is no humor in that statement. Let Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's help. With nearly a decade in the hearing healthcare industry, Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's is ready to help. From hearing evaluations to custom ear molds and everything in between, trust the professionals at Paradigm Hearing Center in St. Mary's. Call them today to schedule a comprehensive hearing evaluation at 208-582-2600. That's 208-582-2600. Paradigm Hearing Center, shifting the future of hearing health.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. 7 minutes until opening ceremonies, I guess you could say, and the opening tip. And let's go ahead and get that turned up for the NFHS Network cameras. We want to welcome on those watching on the NFHS Network, as we provide our audio to that venue as well. Don't forget, we also have our YouTube stream also for audio only on YouTube. It's KOFE 1240 AM. You can find that there. And if you subscribe to our YouTube, you will get notified when games go live every time we have one broadcast. So be sure to do that. Follow us on Facebook for updates as well. And also for our announcements of that's not the only place we do that. We do that at the end of the games as well. But the Talk About It player of the game for every game, sponsored by Talk About It here in St. Mary's. They've got some delicious food. If you haven't ever tried them yet, you need to do so. Talk About It, located across from Triple X Feed over there by Archie's IGA as well. Let's see here. So some of the biggest issues last year for St. Mary's was turnovers and fouls, I guess you could say. We talked about it every game last year. It sounded like a broken record at pregame, saying that St. Mary's needs to keep the turnovers down if they want to win the game. They turned the ball over on average 24 times per game. So just think about that. That gave the opposing team 24 more opportunities to go and score points, which leads to this other one, which leads to the differential in points between St. Mary's and their opponents. St. Mary's averaged, I don't know if I wrote that down here, St. Mary's averaged 33 points per game, and their opponents averaged 51 points per game. So 24 turnovers a game. If that team converts 50% of those turnovers into buckets, that makes it even harder for a team to stay in touch with that opponent and be able to make that game competitive in the end. The other one was fouls for St. Mary's. They averaged around 20 fouls per game as well, which after a certain point when you're sending them to the free throw line or even just sending them to the free throw line, you're giving 3 points to the opponents there as well. So those are a couple of big items that I'm sure Coach Holdall and Coach Smith know about, are well aware of, and are hoping to change those two stats definitely. Because aside from those two negative stats in the stat book and on paper, St. Mary's didn't play too well in the rest of their stat categories. St. Mary's averaged 33 rebounds per game. They averaged 8 assists per game. They averaged 10 steals per game. So their other stat numbers were actually somewhat impressive. They did very well on those numbers. They just did they just had a tough time on offense in keeping that ball protected and getting shots up on the offensive side of things. So that's going to be, again, first things I'm going to be looking at tonight and this season is to see how they cut down on those turnover numbers. If they can overcome the turnovers and fouls that they used to commit last year, they could do quite well this year. St. Mary's, the team last year, they shot 24% from the field, 21% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. And I just went over the rebound numbers and the assist numbers for them. Those are a few numbers. Obviously, 24% from the field isn't a bad number, and 21% from three-point range isn't bad either. 50% from the free throw line, you want to see that number up a little bit higher, probably 60-70% for girls basketball. Looking at looking at the minors real quick. Wallace Miners out of the Silver Valley. They are the 2A Phoenix Idaho Conference. Their head coach is Nicole Farkas. Last year, the Miners went 11-6 overall, 3-1 in league play. They averaged 49 points per game and gave up 40 points per game to their opponents. They swept St. Mary's last year in 2 games. They beat the Lumberjacks 50-39 and 55-37. They had a pretty good year last year, but they were knocked out of district play by the Lakeside Knights. Lakeside ended up losing in a play-in game. The Miners lost 4 seniors to graduation. They have 3 seniors to fill those shoes this year, and a few underclassmen looking to make an impact for Wallace as well. The seniors to look out for tonight: Kayla Haas, Jeslian Johnson, and Bethany Phillips. Look to them to be a couple of the leaders on this roster. They do appear to maybe have a slight height advantage in a couple of spots over the Lumberjacks, and we'll see how St. Mary's handles that disadvantage. As I mentioned earlier, we do have that new head coach for the team this year. Tammy Hodall takes the helm for the Lumberjacks, and she's not looking to turn this program around in one game or one season. The biggest thing we want to see, and as from my aspect, from a coach's aspect, is you want to see improvement over last year, and you want to see that improvement continue through the whole season. I don't think anybody expects the Lumberjack girls to go on to be a state contender right off the bat, but you definitely want to see the improvement going in the right direction. And we'll see tonight a little bit of that, see how things are looking. She wants the girls to play disciplined, put in a good effort, and also you always want to see good attitudes regardless of what the game is looking like. So that's a couple of keys I'm sure that they've been talking about. The girls have been working hard in practice. They have a very intense practice routine. I've watched 1 or 2 of them, and they do a lot of workout stuff early on before they get into their actual practice stuff, trying to get that cardio and stamina up, which is not a bad thing. We'll try to look at some college and pro numbers. We'll go ahead and look at that now. The Vandals football, they beat Weber State last week, 31-24. They finish up their regular season on the road at Idaho State this Saturday. That game will be at 3 p.m. Boise State beat San Jose State in their last action, 42-21. They'll be at Wyoming on the 23rd. Their game is scheduled for 4 p.m. The Seattle Seahawks beat the 49ers 20-17 on Sunday. They host the Cardinals this coming up Sunday at 1:25. The Seattle Kraken hockey team lost to the Rangers 2-0 on the 17th. They're going to be hosting the Predators on the 20th at 7 p.m. Gonzaga beat San Diego 80-67 last night. They host Long Beach tomorrow at 6, and the Vandals basketball lost 95-17 to BYU. I don't think 17's the right score. They host Evergreen State tonight. We're going to take a break when they do the national anthem.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1 FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well.
Yeah, we are getting the starting lineups now for the teams, and we got your starters for the visiting Wallace Miners. It'll be the number 3 of Kylie Phillips, number 3 of Aubrey Birdsell, the number 11 of Kayla Haas, the number 12 of Kepri Wood, and the number 30 of Bethany Phillips. The starters for your Lumberjacks, it'll be the senior, number 1, Brenna Elliott. The senior, number 5, Maddie Thomas. The junior, number 10, Bailey Martin. The senior, number 11, Avery Baird. And the senior, number 32, Danica Sloper. Lumberjacks, of course, coached by Tammy Hodall. The Wallace Miners are coached by Nicole Farkas. At midcourt to jump for the Miners, it is number 30, Bethany Phillips. And it'll be Danica Sloper for the Lumberjacks to jump at midcourt. Now it's the time to try to get into the groove of calling basketball. A little bit higher pace than football action is. Lumberjacks in their white home uniforms. The Miners in their black and red. St. Mary's will be going left to right on your radio dial. The ball is up, controlled by the Lumberjacks, into the hands of Bailey Martin. Martin takes it down the left side, tries to flip it ahead to Brenna Elliott. The Miners are going to get a deflection out of bounds on that one. St. Mary's will keep the possession. They'll inbound from baseline, or from sideline, I should say. Bailey Martin to trigger it in. That ball again deflected out of bounds by Wallace. Don't forget the shot clock is started last year. Into the corner to Sloper. Now to Thomas. Thomas back to Martin. Martin working the right wing. Left wing. Yeah, right wing. Picks up her dribble. Goes to the top to Baird. Baird works her way to the blocks. High post. Kicks it down to Elliott back to the top to Thomas. Thomas gets tripped up, loses the dribble. The ball's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lumberjacks. Last touch by the Miners. 7:32 to go first quarter. St. Mary's has just 10 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Sloper. Sloper, little jump shot. Won't fall for her. Rebound to Baird. Fight for the loose ball. Put back was missed by Baird. And then the rebound to Wallace. St. Wallace the other way. Going to get a shot from just inside three-point range. It won't fall in. Ball is tipped around. Going to be rebounded to Wallace. Shot is up and good on the rebound to the Miners. And that shot was up by the number 11 of Kayla Haas. Miners have a 2-0 lead. St. Mary's with the ball. Going to get a skip pass into Elliott. Elliott's shot is going to roll off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Wallace. Wallace comes back the other way. Wallace with a quick shot. It won't go, but we're going to get a foul against St. Mary's. That foul will go against Baird. First free throw is up and no good by number 11 of Haas. Second free throw, no good, off the back of the iron. And looks like they're needing to get a little correction there in the scorebook or something. They've got a question about the scorebook. I think it's St. Mary's scorebook and roster. I'm not sure. St. Mary's are going to be assessed a technical foul. Not sure if it's a bench technical or something to do with the, I don't know, maybe they had the wrong number in the book for Avery Baird, possibly. I'm not sure. That's because it was after her foul that they had the questions at the scorebook. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Wallace. They'll put Aubrey Birdsell to the free throw line, where she makes that first free throw, giving Wallace the 3-0 lead over St. Mary's. Second free throw up and good. Wallace leads 4-0. They will get the ball, take it out of bounds on the sideline up near midcourt, far side of the floor. And down to the number 3 of Birdsell. She has Martin on her. Swings it to this near side into the hands of Haas. Haas picks up her dribble up top, gets double teamed, gets the ball to the top of the free throw line. Now down low, shot up, blocked by the number 5, and rebounded to Lumberjack. Shot was blocked. The rebound, I believe, went to Sloper, but then St. Mary's turns it over the other way. I didn't see who turned the ball over for St. Mary's. We're going to get a timeout taken by the Miners. We'll take it as well. 6:07 to go first period. 4-0. Wallace leads. We'll be back in 30.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1 FCU, a Pacific Northwest original, 1938. Insured by NCUA.
And we are back. 6-0 in the crew. It's 6:07 to go in the first quarter of play. Lumberjacks trail the Miners 4-0. No subs made for the Lumberjacks in the timeout as Wallace took the timeout. Wallace will inbound. Into the top to Phillips, and we're going to get a foul there, I believe, against Bailey Martin. A little too much body contact there. Three fouls against the Lumberjacks here in the first period of play. Inbound to Birdsell. Birdsell, top of the key to the number 30 of Phillips, around the horn to the short corner. Here on the near side, cross-court pass, going to get a shot up, no good, rebound for the Lumberjacks. Baird with the board, gets trapped down baseline, swinging around, trying to find some room, going to get a foul call. That foul, I believe, goes against Wallace. Going to get a blocking foul. That foul, I believe, goes against Phillips. I think the Lumberjacks turn the ball over as the ball comes the other way. The ball is knocked around and loose. Going to get a steal from St. Mary. Wallace with the turnover. Shot is up and good. I believe that was by the number 5 of Thomas. Lumberjacks 2, Wallace 4. Had a player down for Wallace for a minute. She's up and heads over to the sideline. That's the number 3 of Phillips. Looks to be okay, but she was down for a minute. Lumberjacks trail 4-2, 5.5 to go, first quarter. Wallace with the ball, bringing the ball down, crossing the timeline. With the ball for the Miners was the 12 of Wood. They get it into the paint to Phillips. Phillips spins, gets a little bit of room. Shot is up. It's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Wallace. So it's going to call out a team rebound. Team rebound for Lumberjacks. Thomas to Elliott. Elliott works up top. Hands it back off to Baird. Baird reverses to the left side, working on the wing. Still calling for the screen. Gets it. Top of the key. Looks to maybe try to feed it inside. Nobody there. Ball kicked around. Ball still loose. Elliott comes over, is able to scoop it up. Tries to get it out to Baird. Does so. Baird resets the offense. 14 seconds. Going to get it to the number 1 of Elliott. It was no good. Rebound, though, goes to the rebound and the putback to Sloper. Game is tied up, 4-piece. And Wallace turns it over, going the other way. 4-4. St. Mary's tied up with the Miners. 4.5 to go in the first period. Thomas has the ball, left wing for St. Mary's. Up the top, swings over to the elbow. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Baird. Baird, elbow left side, down inside to Elliott. Elliott has her shot blocked, gets the rebound, and then is fouled. Foul goes against number 14, Stutsky. First free throw by Elliott is no good. Second free throw by Elliott is no good. Rebound to Wallace. St. Mary's had a substitute. Going to get a steal by Elliott. And Elliott puts it up and good. Lumberjacks take their first lead of the game. So it was number 24 that came in for number 11. Braylee Caldwell checking in for Avery Baird. No, Avery is still in. That is Bailey Martin. Also coming into the game for the Lumberjacks is number 22 of Adeline Turner. Coming out for a breather, Danica Sloper. 6-4, Lumberjacks lead, 3:50 to go first period. Going to get a long three on the way. Oh, count the bucket and the foul. A little bit of contact there. Caught her in the knee coming across trying to get a blocked shot. And the foul goes against Lumberjacks number 24. That is Caldwell. So it gives the Miners a chance. They were taking the lead. Free throw was up and no good. And actually, it's her that made those 2 free throws earlier. The free throw was missed and out of bounds off of the Miners. St. Mary's has it. Maddie Thomas working from the right side, going baseline, loses control, ball goes out of bounds. Turnover St. Mary's. Wallace coming back the other way. Phillips has it. Almost loses it. Coming up with it is Birdsell. A lot of contact and a foul there against Baird. Foul number 5 on St. Mary's, and it takes 5 fouls to get to the 1-and-1. Well, I thought with the new foul rules that it was 1-and-1 once you got to 5. Shot up from the short corner, no good. Offensive rebound. Putback is up and no good. Another offensive rebound. And then a foul against the Lumberjacks. The foul goes against Thomas. First free throw is up and good by the 11 of Haas. Brenna Elliott comes out. Checking in is Kieran Elliott. Danica checks in. Oh, I didn't see who checked out for St. Mary's. I believe it was Caldwell. Free throw is up and no good. Rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas will be fouled going down the floor. That foul goes against Phillips, her second. Thomas will come out. Checking in is Camden Timken for the Lumberjacks. Inbound pass. Mishandled by the Lumberjacks there. Turnover on St. Mary's. 8-6 the score. 3:03 to go first period. Lumberjacks trail the Miners. Wallace has the ball, right side of the floor, then a left wing. Shot on the way, three-pointer. Long. Going to get the rebound to Elliott. Elliott gets it out to the 14 of Timken. Going to get a shot up by Elliott from three-point range. It's no good. Chasing the rebound down is St. Mary's. Going to give the rebound to Timken. She saves it back into Elliott. They get it over to the 24 of Caldwell. And then a steal by the Miners. Going the other way, the layup is no good. Rebound to Elliott. Lumberjacks push it down the floor, top of the key. Now they look into the paint. Going to get a shot up by Sloper. It is up and good. The assist comes from Elliott. Tie ball game, 8 apiece. Right wing for the Miners, down to the low post. Shot is up, no good, but a foul. That foul will go against Sloper. That foul will send the number 11 of Haas back to the free throw line. She is 1 for 3 at the charity stripe tonight. Minute 59 to go, first period. Wallace at the charity stripe. First free throw up is good. That breaks the tie. Checking into the game is Martin. Next shot is up and good. Both free throws good this time by Haas. gives Wallace the 10-8 lead. With just under 2 minutes to go, foul there against the Miners. That one's going to go against Kepri Wood, her first, team's fourth. Lumberjacks have the ball in. Elliott with the ball, works to the right side, gets it off to number 10 to Martin. Martin picks up her dribble. Still on the right wing, trying to find an outlet. Ball is loose, stripped away again. St. Mary's still with it. Wallace this time with the steal. Layup is up and good by Phillips. Ten to 12. Back to the tied to the largest lead of the game. Going to get a foul against St. Mary's. That foul goes against Sloper. Timken comes out, checking back in is Baird for the Lumberjacks. Wallace with the ball, working down the left or right side, down to the corner. Got it in the short corner. St. Mary's trying to get the trap, and they're going to get the turnover forced there as Aubrey Birdsell steps out of bounds. Maddie Thomas checking back in for the Lumberjacks. Coming out is Adeline Turner. Again, minute 10 to go in the first period. 12-8, St. Mary's trails. Pass into the middle of the floor. A foul against the Miners. That foul goes against Kepri Wood. That'll be her second. She'll check out of the contest. And it should be 1-1 for the Lumberjacks. They missed that earlier, I think. They didn't give Wallace their 1-1 the first time that St. Mary's, when St. Mary's hit 5 fouls. Step into the charity stripe for the Lumberjacks, so is Maddie Thomas. First free throw falls home. 12-9, Lumberjacks trail. Second free throw is no good. Rebound for the Miners. Wallace bringing it down the other way. St. Mary's a bit of backcourt pressure. Turnover by Wallace. Going to get it ahead to Elliott. Elliott into the number 10 of Martin. Martin's shot is no good. It's blocked out of bounds by Wallace. St. Mary's will inbound. Checking in for the Miners, the number 30 of Bethany Phillips. Coming out is the 11 of Kayla Haas. St. Mary's will inbound. Looking underneath. Got it to Martin. Martin out to Baird. Baird thought about a three, decided not to. Back to Martin. Now to Sloper. Sloper's little short jumper won't go. Martin with the rebound. Her putback was blocked. The rebound goes to Sloper, though, and Sloper puts it up and good. Wallace with the ball the other way. Going to get a foul on the other end. Foul will go against St. Mary's. We'll put the Miners to the free throw line. Elliott gets called for the foul. I don't know if those numbers are accurate. I have 10 fouls for St. Mary's in the first half, or first quarter. Grace Delano to the free throw line for Wallace. Makes the first one. I think that's Elliott that checks out. I think it's 22. I think it's Turner, though, 23 that comes in. Second free throw is up. No good. Rebound went to Elliott. And a jump ball called there. The possession will go to stay with. I'll go to the Miners. Going to get a steal from St. Mary. Then a foul on Wallace. as Baird gets the steal. And that'll put Lumberjacks back to the free throw line. Baird will go to the free throw stripe. Baird last year was just 30% from the free throw line. That foul is the third one against Phillips. Chance for Lumberjacks to tie it up here before the end of the first period. 13-11, St. Mary's trails. That free throw is off the mark. Coming in for Lumberjacks, the number 22 of Adeline Turner. Coming out is Danica Sloper. Second free throw from Baird on the way. High arcing shot falls through. 13-12, St. Mary's trails by 1 with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Pass down to the right wing, back to the top, around the horn, down to the left side, in the corner, back up the top. That ball tipped by Bailey Martin, gets back to the Miners, but it gives the Miners no time to do anything with it. And that's how the first period comes to an end with the Lumberjacks trailing 13-12. We'll be back with the second period after a word from our Lumberjack sports sponsors.
10th Street Superstop invites you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
And we are back. Nice, fun, competitive first period of play there between the Lumberjacks and the Miners. I don't know if my foul numbers are correct. I did have 10 fouls for St. Mary's in that first quarter, so that's not what you want to see. That's on pace for 40 fouls if my number's right. I think I might be off on that number, though, but we'll find out. 13-12, though, St. Mary's trails by 1. Lumberjacks have been playing pretty good ball so far. See who's checking in for St. Mary's to start the second period. I think it's the starting 5. We've got Elliott, Thomas, Martin, Baird, and Sloper. St. Mary's will get first possession of the second period. Into Elliott. Elliott controls it for the Lumberjacks. Swings over to the left wing to Baird. Baird gets it to the corner to Elliott. Elliott into Baird. That ball is going to be poked out of bounds, and they're going to say out of bounds off of St. Mary's. That was tipped away by Wallace, but I think they might have thought Baird might have raised it once he tried to save it. Shot up, no good. Rebound, put back, no good for the Miners. And they have another rebound, another shot on the way. Again, another rebound for Wallace. Another shot up by the Miners. It's no good. And another putback is up, and that one is good. Too many second chance opportunities there for Wallace. 15-12. St. Mary's trails. Elliott gets the ball over to Baird. I don't think that was intentional. Going to get a shot on the way, I think, from three-point range from Thomas. It is no good. The rebound's going to be tied up. We're going to actually get a foul call on the fight for the loose ball, and the foul will go against the Lumberjacks. Elliott's going to get called for the hold on that one. First foul of the second quarter. Second foul against Elliott. Wallace brings it the other way. Down to the left corner. Stutzky. Cross court to the top to Wood. Down to the corner right side into the hands of number 11, Haas. Haas trapped. Trying to get through a couple Lumberjack defenders. Lumberjack's going to tie it up and going to get a jump ball call. Possession will go with them. Stay with the Miners. They'll inbound from baseline. Again, some really good defense from the Lumberjacks. Pass into the top of the key. Swing it to the left side or right wing. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound pulled down by Danica Sloper. Thomas to Martin. Martin working up top, picks up her dribble. Finds Baird. Baird on the right wing. Reverses to the top of the key. All the way to the left side of the floor, back near the timeline. She's going to swing it over to Bailey Martin. Martin for the three. It's just off the mark there for the rebound. Was Baird. Baird couldn't get the putback to go in, and the Lumberjacks fight for the ball, and another rebound for St. Mary's. Going to get a foul there against Wallace as Danica Sloper elevated in the paint for the shot. Danica will be fouled. Should be going to the free throw line. The foul is against the number 30 of Bethany Phillips. First free throw is up and good by Danica. Karen Elliott checks in for the Lumberjacks. Bailey Martin's going to come out. 15-13, St. Mary's trails. Second free throw on the way. That one is off the mark. Rebound's going to be knocked out of bounds off by the Miners, so St. Mary's gets the benefit of a team rebound there. Lumberjacks stack it up into Sloper. Sloper's shot is up and good. Thomas with the assist on the inbound pass feed. Tie ball game. Third tie of the contest. Again, the Miners get it to the corner, all tied up. Bad pass by the Miners. St. Mary's going to get the ball on the turnover. Coming back the other way is Baird. Baird works it all the way down the left side, all the way to the short corner, now underneath. He's going to try to go up, gets the shot blocked. Wallace rebounds. Wallace the other way, and we get a foul against, an offensive foul against Wallace. I'm not sure who, it might have been Maddie Thomas that took that charge. Maddie Thomas comes out, Adeline Turner checks in. All tied up, 15 apiece, 5:17 to go, first half of play. Lumberjacks and Miners at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Down to the short corner to Turner. Up to the blocks, ball loose. Turnover Lumberjacks. And Adeline Turner trying to fight to get that ball back. Can't quite get it. But then a bad pass by Wallace. Danica into the lane. Shot is up. It's blocked. Rebound goes to Wallace. Wallace the other way. Shot is up. Falls in off the rim. Aubrey Birdsell with the 2-point bucket to give the Miners back the lead. You're going to get a timeout taken by St. Mary's. See if it's a full or a 30. I think she said a full timeout. It's a full timeout. 4:38 to go in the first half. St. Mary's trail 17-15. We'll be back.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
Now we are back. Lumberjacks will inbound. Bringing it down for St. Mary's is Elliott. Elliott. We're going to get an offensive foul away from the ball. I think we had an illegal screen against Karen Elliott. 17-15, St. Mary's trails. 4:30 to go in the first half. Bringing the ball down for the Miners is Wood. Swings it to the left side. Now back around the horn to the right side. Down to the corner. Quick shot on the way by Wood. Long shot. Ball is going to be loose. Knocked around, and it'll be a team rebound that goes to St. Mary's. St. Mary's back the other way. Elliott has it, works it to the right side, down into the short corner, now into the post. Going to get a spinning jump shot by Danica Sloper. It won't go, but she'll be fouled. That's the third foul on Wood. Puts Sloper to the free throw line. Last year, Sloper was 35% from the charity stripe. Second time there tonight, I think she was 1 for 2, makes the first one. 17-16, St. Mary's trails. Sloper's second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. Nice touch. Tie ball game. Fourth tie of the contest. Coming back the other way, it's Birdsell. Gets it to the short corner into the hands of Johnson. Going to get a steal by Elliott. He jumps that pass, takes it the other way. Shot off the rim, won't fall in for her. Rebound goes to the Miners. Wallace coming back the other way. They're looking to feed to the head. They're going to turn the ball over as the intended recipient of that pass, Haas, wasn't quite ready for it or expecting it to come down the floor. And the Miners throw it away. 17 all, 3:41 to go first half. Elliott has the ball, works it to the left side. Swings it to the right side into the hands of the 23 of Elliott. Down to the short corner. Shot is up. It won't fall. Now it's Adeline Turner. I think Sloper had a miss on the putback. Rebound went to Wallace. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Lumberjacks. I didn't see that it was 14 was in there for St. Mary's. 24 is in. A deflection. Now I got to put Baird in. So that was Timken. Baird comes in for Timken. Down into the low post. On the blocks. Back around the horn. Now working the right side is the Miners. Haas has it. Swings it back around to the left side. So that's the right side. My apologies there. Now to the left. No, now they're on the right side. Going to get the three shot on the way by Phillips. It's up and good. Wallace retakes the lead. 20-17. St. Mary's with the ball. Going to get it in the short corner, driving into the low post. Lost it for a second, but on the out-of-bounds marker. Lost the ball was Adeline Turner. Wallace had it, but was standing on the out-of-bounds lane. Karen Elliott's going to come out. Maddie Thomas checks in. Elliott's checking in as well. Coming out is Braylee Caldwell. St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Maddie Thomas looking to trigger it in up to the top, or no, not the top. Gets it to the blocks. Now it's to Baird. Baird, little side shot there. Can't get the shot to go. Got her own rebound. St. Mary's gets a steal. That was Thomas with the steal. And a foul. Aubrey Birdsell with her first foul of the contest. Adeline Turner comes back out. Bailey Martin checks back in for the Lumberjacks. Into Thomas. Thomas controls it for St. Mary. Swings it to the corner. Down to Elliott. Elliott back to the top to Baird. Baird working left side. Trying to spin around the defender. Gets a little screen. Moves all the way down to the corner. Going to get a blocking foul against the Miners. That is the fifth foul Haas picks up her first. And we're going to get it's a 1-and-1, or not a 1-and-1. There's no 1-and-1 anymore. It's always right to the double bonus, I think. We're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by Wallace. We'll be back.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game of performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back. Quick timeout taken by Wallace before the free throws for Baird. Baird lines up the first free throw. High arcing shot, going to bounce around, falls off the front of the rim, no good. Neither team has shot particularly well from the free throw line. I think the Miners might be doing a little bit better. Second free throw is going to rattle around and fall through. Makes it 20-18 in favor of Wallace. Wallace bringing the ball down. Birdsell has it. Swings it around, going to get a steal by Baird. Baird going to take it the distance, lay it up and in. And another tie here tonight. Fifth tie in the first half. Miners bring the ball back. Top of the key. Swing it to the right or left wing, back to the right wing. Now to the blocks. Back to the top of the key. Three-pointer on the way. It's going to rattle home by Caden Stutsky. Straight away three-pointer. Gives the Wallace Miners that three-point lead with 1:20 to go in the first half. Elliott steps back. Little jump shot from the corner. It won't fall. Bailey Martin with the rebound. St. Mary's resets it. I think that was Sloper. Miners try a shot again, I think from three-point range. It's no good. Going to give it as a long two. Ball will go out of bounds. They say last touched by St. Mary's. 56 seconds on the clock. 23-22. St. Mary's trails by one. Into the corner, three ball on the way. That ball is no good. Rebound to the Miners. Putback is no good. Rebound goes to Thomas. Lumberjacks are the way. They get it to Sloper at the block. Going to get a jump ball called, and the possession will stay with St. Mary's with 38 seconds on the clock. Well, it should. The arrow's facing. The arrow's facing St. Mary's. Everybody headed down the other way. Going to get the pass inbounds, trying to get it to Baird, and the Miners deflect it back out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Mary's. Now they're going to go over to the Miners. I think something happened, on the inbound pass. I think it was an illegal inbound by St. Mary's. Miners not looking for that pass. They're trying to get to Phillips. Phillips didn't know it was coming. Going to have a turnover by Wallace. Trying for the layup is Baird. It's off the mark, but she'll be fouled and head to the free throw line. Going to get a push foul there against Phillips. That's Phillips' third foul. Baird to the free throw line. Chance to tie it up and take the lead. First free throw is up off the mark. Turner and Caldwell check in. Thomas and Sloper come out. Baird ready for the next free throw. On the way. That one's hard off the back of the iron. Baird tries to get the rebound. Can't get to it in time. It'll go out of bounds. And be a Wallace Miners rebound. Lumberjacks some more substitutions. 20 seconds on the clock. Phillips brings it down for the Miners. Swings it down to the short corner. Right side, back to the left side. Going to get a deflection by Caldwell for St. Mary's. Ball will stay with the Miners. Shot clock is off. It's under 11 seconds to go. Going to get the pass in. Miners turn it over. They tried to feed it down. It was going to go out of bounds. St. Mary's had to get it. St. Mary's got it. Bailey Martin for three at the buzzer. It won't go. Rebound is not going to be picked up by anybody, and we'll go into the half with the Miners up 23-22 over the Lumberjacks. We'll take a break, come back, and look at your halftime statistics.
Well, are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and served from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the deal you've been waiting for. The Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. Plus, every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Just one more way you'll get more from less. Stop by the store or find your tires at leschwab.com. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Larry's Truck Repair and Sales in St. Mary's is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales is actually much more than the name says. Not only are they a repair shop and sales center for your big rig needs, whether it's a log truck or a dump truck, Larry's Truck Repair and Sales can get you back on the road. Larry's Truck Repair also offers trucking, pit run rock, dirt work, asphalt paving, and seal coating. You could say Larry is a jack of all trades. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales located at 489 West Meadowhurst Road in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-582-0556. Larry's Truck Repair and Sales.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Now we're back. It is halftime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. We've got quite the matchup here. A close ball game, 23-22. Wallace leads at the end of the first half. This game has seen 5 lead changes, or 5 ties and 2 lead changes. Wallace is led by only 4. St. Mary's is led by a couple here and there. but never too many more than, I think, probably a 2-point lead for St. Mary's. Taking a look at the statistics, let's look at the team numbers first, I guess. Wallace was 4 of 16 in the first half. St. Mary's 8 of 24 shooting from 2-point range. Lumberjacks shooting 33% from 2-point range. Wallace at 25%. St. Mary's 0 for 4 from 3-point range, while the Wallace Miners are 3 of 8 for 38%. Overall field goal percentage, 8 for 28 for St. Mary's, 7 for 24 for the Miners. Lumberjacks just have a 29% field goal percentage, and Wallace with 29% so far. Free throws, St. Mary's doing a little bit worse from the charity stripe than Wallace. Not a lot, though. 6 of 14 for 43%. Wallace 6 of 11 for 55%. Looking at points in the paint for St. Mary's, they have 12. Wallace has 6. Just kind of give you an idea there. Points off turnovers, St. Mary's with 8, Wallace with 2. Offensive rebounds, 11 for the Lumberjacks, 8 for Wallace. St. Mary's with 10 defensive rebounds, Wallace with 10 defensive rebounds. Lumberjacks have out-rebounded Wallace 21-18. St. Mary's with 3 assists, Wallace with 1 assist. Turnovers, 9 for the Lumberjacks, 14 for the Miners. St. Mary's with 6 steals, Wallace with 2. Wallace has 5 block shots, St. Mary's with 1 block shot. Points off the bench, St. Mary's hasn't had any bench points yet tonight, Wallace with just 3. And we do have that one technical foul tonight, which I think is I don't know if that goes down as a coach technical or a player technical for that. I think it was just something to do with the scorebook. Anyways, individually for the Wallace Miners, my scoring, if I've got this right, leading scorer Kylie Phillips with 7, Kayla Haas with 6, 5 points for Bethany Phillips, 3 points for Stutsky off the bench, 2 points for Aubrey Birdsell. For the Lumberjacks, leading the way is Danica Sloper. She has 13 points. Let's see how many rebounds she has. 13 points, 5 rebounds on the night. She's leading the way for the Lumberjacks so far. Avery Baird with 4 points, 3 points for Maddie Thomas, and 2 points for Brenna Elliott. So the Lumberjacks only have four of their starters on the scoreboard. Want to see a few more of them get on the board in the second half. Some of the relief players as well need to get that help from the bench. Looking at the steals, leading in the steal category is Baird. She has 3 steals on the night. Elliott with 2, and Thomas has 1. And that really just about does it for the stats. St. Mary's playing pretty well. Turnovers, they are close to that, having that close to 20 by the end of the game. But Wallace is on the verge of about a 28 turnover game. So let's see which team cleans up the turnovers in the second half. That could be key in the matchup, as like I said, St. Mary's has scored more points off of Wallace turnovers, so that's helped them out. But St. Mary's needs to get a few more of their regular offensive possessions to pay off for them and see if they can't take the lead, maybe stretch it out a little bit. This game has, like I said, not been any further than a 4-point deficit for the Lumberjacks, 2-point deficit for Wallace. So it's been a tight ball game. 2:12 to go in the halftime break. We'll take a break and come back with the second half of action.
Any adventure, any task, anytime. There's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Dawn Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders aged 16 years and older. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. For safety and training information, see your dealer or call 1-800-887-2887. Hughes Days Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge.
And we are back. The Lumberjacks will get the first possession to start the second half. Lumberjacks will be going right to left now on your radio dial. Starters back in for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's with the ball. Elliott trying to get it inside to Sloper. It's going to come off the player's foot. It'll be Maddie Thomas with a shot. The ball will be deflected out of bounds off of the Miners, so St. Mary's will get a team offensive rebound. Up the top to Baird. Baird sets up, squares around, three-pointer on the way, just off the mark. Rebound goes to the Miners. Wallace pushes it ahead quickly. They get it forward to the number 12. Layup is missed. Rebound is fought for, pulled in by the Miners, and we're going to get a jump ball called on the opposite end of the floor. The ball will stay with Wallace. Wallace will inbound from baseline. Ball into the top to Phillips. Phillips trying to get it back into the paint. Going to get a steal by Sloper. And I think Wallace might have taken it back. I didn't see who turned it over, but a foul against the Lumberjacks. That was Baird with her third. You're going to get a shot on the way from Phillips. It's not going to go in. Rebound to the Lumberjacks. Elliott. Outlet to Baird. Baird brings it across. Down the left side. Skips it into Martin. They close down on Martin. Back out to Baird. Baird to Thomas. Thomas for three. It's up and good. Maddie Thomas with the three-point bucket. Avery Baird the assist. Lumberjacks take the lead. Third lead change of the night. Going to get the ball down inside. Shot it by Phillips. It won't go. Rebound fought for. Pulled in by the Miners. They're going to get a shot on the way again. Long two. It won't go. Rebound to Sloper. She outlets to Baird. Baird brings it down for the Lumberjacks. Going to skip it to Thomas. Thomas just inside three-point range. Shot is short. Rebound and putback is up by Sloper. 27-23. Lumberjacks lead is 4. Shot on the way from three-point range for the Miners. It won't go. Rebound to Wallace. They'll reset. Wallace has it left side of the wing. Going to swing it all the way across the court. A little bit too hard on the pass. The Miners turn the ball over. St. Mary's brings it the other way. Bailey Martin drives right side all the way into the low post, or into the short corner. Gets it into Sloper. Her shot won't go. Rebound to Maddie Thomas. Thomas' putback no good, but she'll be fouled. And that foul against Kayla Haas, her second, puts Maddie Thomas to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good for the Lumberjacks. They lead now by 5. Largest lead either team has had. Bailey Martin comes out. Checking in for her is Adeline Turner. Maddie's second free throw is short. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Wallace. Wallace the other way. Kefri Wood takes it all the way down, drives all the way in. Shot is going to roll in, and the foul. Kind of out of control on her way to the bucket, but she makes it work. And And the foul goes against Avery Baird, and that'll be her fourth. Baird comes out. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound to Sloper. 28-25, St. Mary's with the lead. Looking to Sloper at the free throw line. Going to get a turnover by the Lumberjacks there. Adeline Turner didn't quite handle that pass, and a layup, easy shot up and good by Kefri Wood. (27-28), St. Mary's 5-point lead is down to 1. Elliott has the ball up top, swings it over to the 23 of the Lumberjacks. That's Elliott, and a steal by I didn't see who turned it over, but steal for the Miners. Three-pointer on the way. It's up and good by Phillips, and the Lumberjacks have seen their lead go to a 2-point deficit. As the three-pointer up and good, and another lead change. St. Mary's takes a timeout, 30-28. St. Mary's trails. It is a full timeout. We're going to keep it right here. I want to tell you a little bit about Lux Spa in St. Mary's. If you're looking for a night or a day of being pampered, check out Lux Spa, relax and unwind. They're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And they offer massages, massage chairs. They have a luxury float pod. It's for muscle relaxation, better sleep, and decreased pain. Relieve stress and anxiety as well. They have an infrared sauna, a cold plunge, an oxygen bar. There's zero-gravity massage chairs. A lot of different items that you can check out over there at Lux Spa. You can even get a actual deep tissue massage or an ultra luxe massage. That includes hot stone, Gasha, or any custom massage. Ask them about their monthly memberships. They have, I believe, a massage membership. They have a bunch of other memberships as well. Spray tan membership. Coming out of the timeout. These girls here after this first game might need some of those massage at Lux Spa. St. Mary's with the ball. Maddie Thomas to Sloper. Sloper steps into the paint. Shot won't fall. Ball's going to be deflected around, out of bounds, off of Wallace. Lumberjacks will inbound. St. Mary's looking to try to tie it back up after being up by 5. Going to get that shot by Sloper blocked. Rebound to the Maniacs. Sloper, and then the Maniacs, or not the Maniacs, the Miners turn it over. And a foul on Wallace after Wallace turns it over. Maddie Thomas with a steal. I thought it was a foul, but maybe not. I'm not sure what's going on. I think they called the foul. Oh, it was a foul against St. Mary's. Wallace inbounds, shot on the way. That was up and good. I believe that was a 3. That was Kylie Phillips finding her range from outside. 33-28. 5-point lead for the Miners. With the ball for St. Mary's is Elliott. Elliott's going to get called for a turnover. Going to have a little carry there. Maddie Thomas is going to come out. Checking in is Bailey Martin. Also coming out is number 23, I believe. That was Karen Elliott. Camden Timken checks in. And the Miners turn the ball over unforced. Largest lead of the game that the Miners has had is 5 points. And we're going to get a quick timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. Coach Holdall writing up a play down there, working up a play or something on the board get a 30-second timeout. We'll take that timeout as well.
Show your spirit and unleash your...
Listen, Jack Field Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chip, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Field Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Field Trucking.
Yeah, we are back, and I've got to get used to the fact that we have girls basketball sponsors and boys basketball, or boys sponsors. They're going to be slightly different, so I've got two different spots for those sponsors on my board here. St. Mary's into the post, trying to get that ball worked around back out. The Lumberjacks almost lose it. Elliott has it, out to Timken. Timken swings it over to Martin. Martin working on the left side, gets a screen, top of the key, flips it to Sloper. Sloper thought about a shot, didn't take it, tries to feed it across, going to get a foul first. So no turnover. I think we get a foul against the Miners. That foul goes against Wood. That's her fourth. Second team foul on Wallace here in the third. Lumberjacks will inbound. Into Elliott, now to Sloper, back out to Timken. Timken for three. And we're going to get a foul away from the ball. Is the bucket going to count? I think it is. The foul was, I think, on the box out move for Orofino, or for, I don't know why I want to call him Orofino. But the foul went against Kayla Haas, her third. I think it went on her trying to box out for the rebound. So Lumberjacks cut it to a 2-point deficit. Going to get a three-pointer on the way, short by Elliott. But the ball goes off of the Miners. St. Mary's will get the benefit of the team rebound, because the Miners couldn't pull that rebounding. 33-31, St. Mary's trails, 3:16 to go in the third period. Timken has the ball, swings it over to Elliott, now into the post to Sloper. Sloper's shot won't fall. Lumberjacks fighting for the rebound, can't quite pull it in. Wallace gets the rebound. A foul going the other way called against the Lumberjacks. It's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, against Elliott. That is her third, fourth team foul. Lumberjacks going to sub Elliott out here in a minute. They haven't seen Baird back on the floor, so he's picking up her third in the third. Three-pointer on the way. The hot hand is Brittany Phillips for the the Miners, and she knocks another three-pointer down. 36-31, back to a 5-point lead for the Miners. Timken going to settle up for a three from the corner. It won't go. Rebound to the Miners. They'll go the other way. Oz has it all the way down the floor. Spin, shot up, won't fall in. Rebound goes to the 22 of Turner. St. Mary's brings it the other way. Elliott controls it. Top of the key for Elliott. Swings it to Timken on the left side. Timken gets double teamed. Gets the ball stolen away from her. I think Timken actually comes in to flex that out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Miners. Timken's going to get a breather. (36-31) inbound to the into the paint. I'm going to call that a steal by Martin. Martin brings it down the left side, right side, loses the ball for a minute. Ball on the floor, looking to try to keep control of St. Mary's. The ball is going to be jump ball, and it's going to go to the Lumberjacks. It'll stay with St. Mary's. Under 2 to play in the third, 36-31. Into the corner. Bailey Martin has her shot partially blocked. Rebounded to Sloper. We're going to get the shot up to the top by, I think it was Kieran Elliott. Rebound to the Miners. Their first shot is up and no good. Rebound to Sloper. Lumberjacks out of the way. Long three by Bailey Martin. It's up and good. Sure, there was an assist there from the Lumberjacks. I don't see who it was that made it. A lot of contact, foul called. Number 3 of Phillips was a mid-range jumper there. Coming in a little bit hot was Bailey Martin. She'll get called for the foul. It'll send Phillips to the free throw line. I believe she is 2 for 3 tonight. That first free throw is no good. First trip to the charity stripe, second trip to the charity stripe here in the second half for the Miners. St. Mary's trails by 2. Second free throw is good. With a minute 17 to go. 37-34, St. Mary's trails by 3. Bringing it down for St. Mary's is the 24 of Caldwell. Picks up her dribble in no man's land. Tries to get it over to Turner. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by Wallace. Turner will inbound. She gets it in to Caldwell. Or no, that's Kieran Elliott. Elliott to Martin. Martin back down to Sloper. Sloper tries to work her way inside. Gets bumped. Has to take a step. Gets it to Turner. Turner's getting contested, and there's going to be a foul called from the far side of the floor. I'm not sure if the one ref will want the ref from far across calling that foul because he was way away from the play. St. Mary's will take the call, but this foul goes against Delano. Fourth foul on the Miners. Bailey Martin for 3. It's going to be just off the mark. Rebound to the Miners. Wallace down the floor. Down to Birdsell. Birdsell to the paint to the number 24. Going to get a body check there. Delano goes to the floor. That'll be a foul against St. Mary's. Caldwell with the foul. Sends Delano to the free throw line. First free throw is no good. .37 seconds on the clock in the third period. 37-34, St. Mary's trail. Delano second free throw on the way. That one is short. Rebounded by Turner. Then the Miners, I think, get a steal there. They ripped out of Turner's hand. The shot up by Wallace. It's no good. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wallace. Lumberjacks will get the benefit of a team rebound there. 26 seconds on the clock. Third quarter, 37-34. Bringing it down for the Lumberjacks is Caldwell. Gets it across the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Looking for an outlet. Going to skip it over to Elliott. Elliott to Martin. Martin takes it to the top. Calling out her offense. Swings it to the left side. Ball is going to be almost taken away by Phillips, Kylie Phillips. Ball will stay with St. Mary's, though. 33 seconds. Their coach saying, don't foul, because you got 4 fouls. Three-pointer at the buzzer. It's up and no good by Caldwell. And that's how we'll go into the third quarter still, or the fourth quarter. Still a tight game here in St. Mary's. 37-34, the Miners lead. St. Mary's is led by 5. Wallace is led by 5. No team has been able to stretch it out beyond that. We'll be back with the final frame. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, go Lumberjacks!
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care expert help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
You're
Looking for future.
And we are back, and I'll figure this out by hopefully middle of the season. My buttons I got to push properly here on our commercials. St. Mary's will be on defense to start the fourth period. The Miners with the ball. Kylie Phillips has it. I need to get this squared away because I think our starters are back in. Miners with the ball. That ball partially tipped. They're going to get the ball into Bethany Phillips. It's a low post. Back the ball back out. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound to Sloper. Lumberjacks have the ball on the left wing. It's Baird to Sloper to Elliott. Elliott tries to drive inside. Gets the ball, gets stood up, gets the ball to Martin. Martin looking out, gets it to Thomas. Thomas' three-pointer is blocked. Gets her own rebound, though. And we're going to get a clock violation there. So a turnover on St. Mary's on the shot clock violation. 37-34, St. Mary's trails. Lumberjacks down by 3. The ball to Birdsell. Now they swing it around. Left side to, that is Wood. Short corner. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Baird. Lumberjacks coming the other way. Baird brings it down the left side. Now takes it to the top. Working against Birdsell. Picks up her dribble. Fires that pass down into Martin. And that ball, I thought, came off of Kylie Phillips. They're going to say it was off of the Lumberjacks. I thought Phillips deflected it. Maybe they thought Martin touched it afterwards. 37-34 after the Lumberjack turnover. Phillips, little give and go action into the lane. Shot, nope. Now into the low post. Back to Bethany Phillips. Her shot is off the mark. Ball tipped around. St. Mary's with the rebound. Going to give it to Sloper. Baird has it now. St. Mary's sets up their offense. Baird to Martin. Martin back to Baird. Baird into Sloper. Sloper spins. Shot up and good by Sloper. Give Baird the assist. 17 points for Sloper tonight. 37-36. Lumberjacks trail by 1. Miners have it up top. Phillips back over to Birdsell. Birdsell right wing. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Wood. Off the glass and good. The bank was open on that one. Nice shot there by Kefri Wood. Stretches it back to a 4-point lead for Wallace. Down into Sloper. Back out to Martin. Now to Baird. Baird picks up her dribble as it almost gets stolen away. Gets over to Elliott. Now to Maddie Thomas. Thomas, the quick jumper. It's up and good. 40-38. St. Mary's trails. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Birdsell. It won't go. Rebound to Thomas. St. Mary's coming the other way. Thomas kicks it back out to Martin. Martin to Sloper. Sloper nowhere to go with it. Gets it out to Thomas. Her shot, I think it was a long 2. It was no good. Rebound goes to Wallace. Miners have it left side. And again, a call with the travel. I didn't really see her move that, pivot that other foot, but she was going to go to pass it, was the number 12 of Wood, and she decided not to. I don't know if Bethany Phillips was going a different direction that she didn't, would have been a turnover that way, but they're going to say that she traveled. St. Mary's with the ball. Baird has the ball stripped away from her. Nice steal there by Haas. Haas finds an outlet. We're going to get a foul afterwards, and it's going to be Kefri Wood with the bucket. Foul against the Lumberjacks. That'll go against Sloper, her third. Gives Wallace a 4-point lead with Wood at the free throw line. The and one is no good. Rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas to Baird. Baird takes the ball between the circles, picks it up, swings it down into Martin. Martin saves it back into Elliott. Gets it back out to Bailey. Bailey with the three. It won't go. We're going to get a foul on the three-point shot. We are. A little bit of a push there. That foul goes against the number 3 of Phillips, her fourth. It must have been after the shot. It wasn't on the shot. She's not taking 3 free throws. Going to get a quick jump shot from Elliott. It's no good. Put back attempt by Thomas was no good. Wallace with the rebound. Wallace the other way. It's number 11, Haas with the bucket. Wallace stretches out the biggest lead of either team. It's a 6-point lead. 3:42 to go in the game. In to Sloper. Back out to Thomas. Thomas' shot is blocked. Elliott comes out. Checking in for her is Karen Elliott. St. Mary's inbounds. Into Baird. Baird to the free throw line. Backs it back out. Closely guarded. Back to Sloper. Sloper's going to try to penetrate. Can't get anywhere to go. Ball is going to get knocked loose out into Baird's hand. Baird resets for St. Mary's. Picks up her dribble. Gets it back to the number 23 of Karen Elliott. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound to the Miners. Thomas deflects one out of bounds. The ball will stay with Wallace. Checking in is Braley Caldwell. Getting a breather is Sloper. Miners bring the ball back down. St. Mary's needs a defensive stop here, but they let a pretty easy shot up. No good, though. The rebound goes to Caldwell. Thomas drives, gets kind of left alone, takes it to the hoop. It's up and good by Maddie Thomas. Kind of got lost as the defense was trying to find their men or their people to guard, and she just drove it right to the bucket. Going to get a blocked shot by Bailey Martin. The ball will go out of bounds off of Bailey. She almost had a chance to save that ball, keep it in play, and grab it and take off down the court. Going to get it out to the corner. 3-point shot on the way. It's long. Rebound goes to Baird. Lumberjack to the way. Baird, little shove there. I'm surprised they didn't call that as he extended her arms. Going to go up and under. No good on the shot, but she'll be fouled. Baird to the free throw line. That is the 5th foul as well on Kylie Phillips. So Kylie, their hot-handed three-point shooter, fouls out. 9 points from three-point range in the second half. 10 total points in the second half for her. She had 17 in the first. Going to get a free throw on the way. Up and good by Baird. Camden Timpkin checks in. Getting the breathers, Bailey Martin. Baird a chance here to cut it to a 2-point lead. Second free throw on the way. It's up and good. 44-42. St. Mary's trails by 2. 2.5 minutes to go. Miners have it. Birdsell swings it across. Left side, three-pointer on the way, off the mark, rebound to the Miners, and a foul against St. Mary's on the putback. That foul goes against Caldwell. Sends the 11 of Haas to the free throw line for Wallace. Makes that first free throw. Free throws tougher to make at this point of the game because everybody's wore out. So a lot harder to make. Second free throw, that one back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Thomas. Oh, and Thomas is going to give it as a rebound to Wallace. Thomas, I think, stepped on the inline. 3-point lead for Wallace. Wallace trying to inbound. All the way to the top of the key. Knocking that away is Baird. Can she get to it first? She does. Into the lane. She's going to try to get some room. Puts the shot up. No good. She'll be fouled. That'll put Baird back to the free throw line. High arching free throw on that one. That one misses everything. Starters all back in for St. Mary. Baird trying to make this a 2-point game instead of a 3-point game. Free throw on the way, high arcing, going to fall through. It's 45-43 in favor of the Miners. Going to get the pass over to the left side, back to top to Bethany Phillips. Now they're going to swing it around. Three-pointer open on the way, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Baird. Oh, I think Baird might have turned that ball over. Going back the other way, Bailey Martin going to raise her arms like, what did I do? But she reached in on that. It's going to be a foul every day on that one. Not a shooting foul, though. It is the 4th foul on Bailey, though. Shows his 3 there. Going to get a Elliott deflection. And a timeout taken by Wallace. 1:42 to go in the contest. St. Mary's with a 2-point deficit to the Miners, 45-43. And let's see if it's a full or a 30. It is a full timeout by Wallace. We'll be back.
Show your spirit and unleash your school colors with a debit MasterCard from P1 FCU. With our exclusive high school and college design, you can represent your school with pride. To join the P1 FCU Mascot Madness, visit P1FCU.org to see all our designs. P1 FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938, insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
And I did it again. Pushed the wrong button for our commercials, but that's okay. It's the first game of the season. We'll get things all ironed out. Or the Miners will inbound side court. 33 on the clock for the shot clock. Into the corner now, looking at the low post. Back into the paint. Shot blocked. That block was by Baird. Maddie Thomas with the rebound, I believe it was. Up to Baird. Baird going to pull up from the elbow. Shot on the way, no good. A foul, though, on the Miners. It'll send Baird back to the cherry stripe. A chance to tie it for the Lumberjacks with 2 free throws coming. That'll be the 4th foul on the Miners. The foul goes against Birdsell, her 2nd. High arcing free throw just off the side of the rim, no good. Readying up for that 2nd free throw. On the way. Got that high arcing touch. It's no good, but the rebound to Sloper. 3-pointer on the way by Elliott. Oh, it's short. Rebound to the Miners. Going the other way. Shot up and no good. Rebound goes to the Lumberjacks. That is Bailey Martin pulling down the board. Picks up her dribble to the top to Baird. Baird picks up her dribble back to Martin. Martin gets left alone for three. It won't fall in. Rebound to the Miners. They're going to put the shot up. It's going to be good. Get the layup made by Wallace. Number 12, Wood with the bucket. All of her points coming in the second half. The foul is the fifth on Martin. She'll check out. Karen Elliott checks in her for Bailey Martin fouls out with 3 points on the night. Miners a chance here to make it a 5-point lead once again. High arching free throw, up and good. As Wood's first made free throw tonight, she is 1 for 3. Under a minute to go. St. Mary's has to score quick and get it to Sloper. Sloper's shot won't fall. The Miners with the rebound, quickly feeding it down the floor. And Sloper doesn't get herself set. Instead, she's going to get called for the foul there. That'll put Birdsell to the free throw line. It's her first time to the charity stripe tonight. First free throw is no good. Lumberjacks still have a little bit of time, but it's slipping away with 38 seconds on the clock. Free throw made. The second one was made. It makes it a 49-43, a 6-point game. Going to get it to Baird. Baird looking for some room. Pulls up for the three. It's up and good. (49-46). St. Mary's needs to get a stop here because the shot clock is off. They can't foul, really. Oh, bucket up and good by the 24. Key bucket by Grace Delano. That one probably just about cinches it away for the Miners, but what a ball game here to start the season for the Lumberjacks. Sloper is going to put it up and in off the glass at the buzzer, and the Lumberjacks will come up a few points short, but what a terrific game to get the season started for both of these teams. It was a hard battle for both squads. St. Mary's, I'm pretty impressed with the first game out of the gates for them tonight. So 51-48. Lumberjacks had a good night. Coach down there right now pointing at that scoreboard and telling them, look at how close this game was. How many, I don't know if she's saying this, but how many games do you guys have last year that were this close? And there was quite a few blowouts for the Lumberjacks last year. So this was a good game for St. Mary's, a really good one. They played well, and we'll take a break and come back and look at some stats to see exactly how well.
Leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record pickup copy today. Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, is a proud supporter of Lumberjack Sports. Country Meats offers retail meats as well as custom processing of your farm-raised animals. Country Meats has a retail shop in Harrison currently open on Saturdays, or stop by their main shop at 18500 South Lane Road in Cataldo. Check out Country Meats' website, countrymeatsid.com, and follow them on Facebook for updates on hours and special offers. That's Country Meats, formerly Scheffelmeyer's, also proud supporters of the Benoit County Fair. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, "Go Lumberjack!" If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project question. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, blocks, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
And we are back as Lumberjacks fall short 48-51 to the visiting Miners. But it was a pretty good game, honestly. It was a very entertaining game, high pace. Both teams played well. A few many turnovers for both teams. St. Mary still had too many there. They had 18 turnovers tonight, and the Miners had 21 turnovers. Points off turnovers, though, were dead even, so that's why the turnovers didn't really hurt either team that much. 8 for St. Mary's for points off turnovers, and 9 points off turnovers for the Miners. So let's get that stat out of the way right now. Fouls, let me look at that real quick. We had St. Mary's had 23 fouls, and Wallace had 20 fouls. So again, another number a little bit high. Again, first game of the season. We expect to see those numbers come down as the season progresses. But taking a look at the team statistics, St. Mary's shot 28%, 29% from the field. The Miners were 32% from the field in tonight's matchup. Free throw shooting dead even at 45, 46% for each team. They both went 10 of 22 from the charity stripe. St. Mary's, if they could have bumped that up a little bit, it could have been the difference between winning and losing tonight. So neither team outdid the other team at the free throw stripe. That could have made a difference as well in the outcome of this game at the end. So some key numbers there. Turnovers, where we went over that. St. Mary's and both teams had 7 assists. Wallace had 7 steals. St. Mary's had 9 steals. And both teams had a player foul out. And that's about it, really, as far as the stats. The rebounding-wise, St. Mary's edges the rebounds by 10, 47-37. Offensive rebounds for St. Mary's, 20 to the Miners, 14. So second chance points, I don't know how many because it doesn't keep track of that. But that could have been a helper in this one, too, if St. Mary's didn't make as many of their second chance opportunities. But taking a look at the individual stats, we'll look at the Miners real quick. 17 points tonight for Kylie Phillips, 12 points for Kefri Wood, 9 points for Kayla Haas, 5 points for Bethany Phillips, 3 points for Aubrey Birdsell, 3 points for Caden Stutsky, and 2 points for Grace Delano. For St. Mary's, we had 3 players get in double digits tonight. Danica Sloper finished with 19, Thomas finished with 11, and Baird finished with 10. So 3 of the seniors tonight getting in on the action. The other senior, Elliott, had 2 points tonight. 3 points for Bailey Martin and 3 points for Timken. And rebound-wise, a double-double for Danica Sloper. She had 19 points, 13 rebounds for the Lumberjacks. Baird had 7 rebounds, 8 rebounds for Thomas. And that brings us to our Talk About It player of the game for the first action. And it's going to go to the senior. It'll go to Danica Sloper with her double-double night tonight. She had 19 points, 13 rebounds. Pretty solid night to start her senior year. And next action on the tap for St. Mary's girls will be hosting Potlatch, I believe it is. And that game will be on November the 26th right here in St. Mary's at Lumberjack Gymnasium. And the game is scheduled for 5:30, so that is a Tuesday. Potlatch may not have a JV team, so that's probably why the early start time. But that's going to do it for us here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Lumberjacks come up just a little bit short on their opening night, 51-48. We'll see you back here on the 26th for some more Lumberjack basketball.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!